Hello everyone, I want to show you my chili tree or Chile árbol. As you can see, it's in its prime. It has tons of chiles, tons of flowers. Let me show you around one. See one right there, that one's ready to harvest. And these one come from the bottom from here, just like that, and they break off. Look at that. Even looks black. It's another one right there. Probably down for now. Let me give you a view, just backing up. You can see how I spread out, because all of them were just growing like in this, all clustered, since that's how the seeds decided to germinate on this pot. And since they were all together, I put these bamboo sticks to spread out the plant to allow more sunlight to come in, and that's why it spread out. See that? Look at that. So I got another cluster right here of chiles. But the idea is that since it's spread out, the sun comes in, allowing more sunlight into the chiles. Another thing I do to, I guess, better benefit from the sunlight is I remove the top. See these when the flower starts drying on the pepper? Has this little flower, I just remove that. And the reason why I remove it is just my idea, and I noticed that when I remove it, the pepper does do better. But I remove it so the sun will shade the pepper and more sunlight could hit the pepper, stimulating it to grow. And I always make sure I water this plant. So you can see the pot, it's wet. I don't allow it to dry up. If I start seeing it drying up, I put more water. And these produce a nice little white flower. Look at that. That's where the pepper will come out. And then from there, it will look like that. Then from that to like this one. You see that little white thing right there? This little white thing? I remove those too. And that's like an egg from a caterpillar. So if you see those, remove them. I know it's kind of hard to tell, but if you catch it, remove it. So here's a little pepper right there with the flower already dried. You know, if you don't feel comfortable removing the dry flower down, I like to remove it. And in some cases, if I see it too small, I'll probably leave it, but I remove it when I see it on a little more mature pepper. It's like a more mature pepper. See that? Remove it. I'm not gonna spend all day just removing it. I'll leave it, but it's just something. While I'm looking at the plant and just observing it. From here, there was more. I removed other plants, and I put them in other places in the garden. Something I did do, as you can see, you see the long stem. It's a good example. I tried to remove all the leaves from this stem until where it starts branching out for all the peppers. And this branch out was stimulated from me topping the pepper. So I'll give you an example. So here's another plant. It's just a plant by itself. And the top of it, you can see I tipped it. And once I started seeing more flowers come out, I tipped it. And that stimulates pepper growth. And this plant right here, I'm probably having like that, so the sun could hit it. Let me see if I can give you an example of me topping one. I'm pretty sure there's small ones in here. Here it is. Here's like this really small one right there. You see that? So when it's like this, and this one is a little too low. It's not gonna get a lot of sunlight, but just for an example, the top part, I'll top it like this. Let's take it a little closer. So this right there, I'll top it out like that. And then this part that I removed, I just throw it right there too. And where did it go? Let's find that one. Where's the little one? Oh, there it is. So now it looks like this. You see that? It doesn't have the top. It's just this little stick. And that stimulates more peppers to come out. It stimulates the plant to branch out like this one right here. And then from there, I just kind of remove all these leaves when I'm done. Any other shoots trying to grow, I remove it because I want it to concentrate on this part up here. These plants, so Chile de árbol, Chile tree, I guess there are little trees. These trees grew a little taller because I took a little too long to top it on the other ones, and they had to grow a little taller because the fence and the sun comes out from over here, so they're just trying to reach for the sun. So these plants look for the sun. That's why I did my best to try to branch it out. See that? It's a lot growing together. Probably not a lot of people don't really do that, but I want a lot of peppers. You can see this right here. It's already starting to throw out some little peppers, little balls right there. This one I topped. It's an example of a top one. See that one? I recently topped it, and hopefully that one stimulates more peppers right here. So if this plant matures and it gives all the peppers don't give, I'll probably rip it out and then leave these plants to continue growing. Maybe bring the plant indoors so I can start growing indoors so I can have it for next year. But that's just an idea. Here's another example. It's tied up, and this one went in the other pot. See, this one's tied. It starts growing on this curve. It starts training itself. See this little cluster coming out? Look at that. So it's getting sunlight. It's not stuck in the canopy of the other ones. That's why it's branching. I tied it out. More sunlight, and it's stimulating it. Just another example. So all these need to be cut off, removed, all the way down to the bottom. And I wanted to focus on the top canopy. So I'll remove all those, and then here's the top canopy right there. It branches off these two, and these look great. They're starting to look happy. There's little flowers about to come out right there. See that? Look at that. See if I can show you another egg. That little thing right there is an egg, and it's kind of hard to tell if I remove it. Just remove it. That's pest. Yeah, just make sure you treat your plants right. You talk to them. You show them love. You show them appreciation. And I hope your garden is as green and as productive as mine. Have a nice day, everybody.